Hello, welcome to the workshop. As you can see, we have um, the AND gate here, which we have already explained in one of our video. But what I want you to know is the difference. Of course, this is just a switch here, and then we have two AND gate here. We have an AND gate here, which have 4 outputs because it has 8 input here. We have the A input and the B input, 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 and they will have 4 outputs here. So this is 4 AND gate that has been packed into this block circuit. And here too we have how many input? 1, 2, 3, 4, because this is A input and the B input, A input and the B input. So this is 2 AND gate packed into this block circuit, but the difference is here it only have one output here, where this it has 8 inputs and then 4 outputs, meaning it is 4 AND gate that has been compacted into this. And now this only have 2 but one output. That is because this is made up for a special purpose. That is, it can be used to coupling with this switch in order to give a double two-way switch. Now let me illustrate my explanation actually. Now in electricity we have something like this, a switch. This is double two-way switch. We have something like this. This is 1 and this is 2. This is just the input, the power source connection. Now that is exactly how this electronics component look like. Now where do we use this double two-way switch? For instance, in large conferences or larger hall that has 2 entrances. This is the entrance and this is also an entrance. You can use this as an entrance and then you can use it as a exit. Now we have the lead here. This is the light to illuminate this hall, and then we only have a switch here. Now if only there is one switch, and then you will enter in this direction. Actually, when you enter, you want to illuminate the room, so there is a switch at the back of the door or at the entrance of this door. When you enter, you have to switch on the light to light the whole conference hall. Now when you enter into this conference hall, you want to exit this way instead of here, but there is only one switch to actually light this bulb. Now what you need to do if you want to exit, unless you can come here and then you switch this lead on, off, and then you walk into the darkness and then exit this direction, because you don't want to exit this way. You enter this way and then you don't want to exit this way, you want to exit this way. So what happens, you have to come here, you switch it off, and then you walk into the darkness in the conference room and then you exit this way. To avoid that, there is where we bring in the double two-way switch, right? So that you will have a switch here and then you also have a switch here. This switch can be used to light this bulb, and it can also be used to switch it off. And then you also want to exit this point, you can still use this other switch to switch this light on and then to switch it off again, in case you don't want to exit this way. So now let me explain the electronic double two-way switch, how it is being constructed. Now we have double two-way switch. We have this, and then we have this here, and then we also have another one here. It's just a rough diagram. Now you have 1, 2, then you have 1, 2. Now you have this connected to the light bulb here, and this is the negative, that is the neutral, and then you have this connected to the switch feed. This is the switch feed, and this is the lamp feed, and then we have a strapper here, two to two, 1 to 2, then 1 to 1. Now there is already power here, so if the power comes this way, it will move this in directions, and therefore there is no power in here because this actually is not switched to this point, so this lead is off. But if you switch off this, if you switch this switch to this point, now this power will enter into this, and then it will travel here and then switch this bulb on. And then if you switch this point, the lead will be switched off. So there are two switches here, 1 and 2. This switch can be used to switch this off, and it can also be used to switch it off. And this also you can use it to switch this lead on, and then you can also use to switch this off. This kind of connection can be used, switching system can be used in larger hall like conference hall, a very big hall. So that is exactly how this actually gate is definitely made. Now let me show you how it operates. Now we have two AND gate. This is one AND gate here. This is AND gate here. And then we also have another AND gate here. Here. And then this is the bulb connected this way, and this is the neutral point. And then we have this way, right? This is AND gate, and then we also have this switch. This is exactly how this one is being made here. And now we are going to add this switch. Let's say this is the switch, and this is also the other switch. Now you have two. This is the normally close contact, and you have another one here. This is also the normally close contact, and then you have another point here. These are the strapper, and then you also have this here. So this is exactly the job that these two lead are going to perform, so that you will have access to have two switch where you will control just a lamp. You will switch it on and off in one switch, and also you will switch it on and off in the other switch. So this is exactly how it look like. Now there is a voltage here, and this is an AND gate. You already know what is an AND gate. An AND gate is when there is a power here and power here before the AND gate can be switched on. So the lead definitely is on, because there is only power here but no power here. There is also power here but no power here. But in case you press this button and this power directly come this way. So look at the power here. This cancel. Now you have the power here, and then you also have the power coming this way. So definitely this gate actually switch on, right? And now if you also press this will come to this point, right? So there is no power here, but there is power here. So but there is no power here, so definitely this goes off. So the lead is switched off. So now no power here, but if you press this and this power disappear, and there is now a power here. So we have a power here, and then there is also a power here. So this one is being illuminated, right? There is power here to illuminate this one. So that is exactly how this gate actually work with this switch. It is there to perform the double two-way switch functions. So in the next video, we are going to practically explain this, so that you will see the action of it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Wait until you see the practical functions of these two block circuit. Thank you very much once more again.